Welcome back to Next Play Analysis. This is part 2 of our NFL Week 14 predictions for 2024, where we continue breaking down the key matchups and delivering actionable insights for your betting strategy. To make it easy for you, we've provided timestamps in the description so you can jump straight to the in-depth predictions for your favorite matchups. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, be sure to check it out. We covered predictions for all the teams playing this week, and trust me, you won't want to miss those insights. Click the I button in the top right corner and check it out. Also, don't forget, we've got exciting content coming up on the best betting sites, top crypto platforms, essential tools, insider betting groups, and even the latest bonuses to help you maximize your bets. Plus, we'll be recapping our Week 13 predictions and sharing our accuracy stats to keep you informed and confident in our picks. If you're finding value in these videos, show some love by hitting that like button, sharing with your friends, and subscribing for early predictions and strategies that set you apart. Now, let's dive back in and continue our breakdown of Week 14 matchups. In this video, we will discuss overview and predictions for following matchups. 1. Seattle Seahawks vs. Arizona Cardinals. 2. Buffalo Bills vs. Los Angeles Rams. 3. Chicago Bears vs. San Francisco 49ers. 4. Los Angeles Chargers vs. Kansas City Chiefs. 5. Cincinnati Bengals vs. Dallas Cowboys. 6 teams are on bye this week. Baltimore Ravens, Denver Broncos, Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, New England Patriots, Washington Commanders. This is the final week for byes in the 2024 season, giving these teams a chance to rest, recover, and prepare for the critical stretch of games ahead. Here are a few general strategy tips. Monitor injury reports. Pay attention to any late changes. Team strengths. Diversify bets. Spread your bets across different categories. Moneyline, player props, total points, to reduce risk. Live betting. Adjust your strategy based on the flow of the game. Now, let's take a look at the 9th matchup for Week 14 of 2024. Seattle Seahawks vs. Arizona Cardinals. Seattle Seahawks overview. The Seattle Seahawks enter their Week 14 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals leading the NFC West. Quarterback Geno Smith has been a steady force, throwing for over 3,000 yards this season but also battling with an even touchdown-to-interception ratio. The offense is bolstered by rookie standout Jackson Smith-Njigba, who leads the team in receiving yards, and Kenneth Walker III, providing a reliable rushing option. Defensively, Julian Love and Derek Hall anchor a unit capable of disrupting opponents but face challenges in stopping the run. The Seahawks will need to focus on limiting turnovers and containing Arizona's dynamic quarterback, Kyler Murray, to maintain their division lead. Key players. Geno Smith, quarterback, 3,035 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver, team leader in receiving yards with 755. Julian Love, safety, team leader in tackles with 75. Injury report. Uchenna Nwosu, linebacker, quadriceps, out for this matchup. Arizona Cardinals overview. The Arizona Cardinals are set to face the Seattle Seahawks in Week 14. The Cardinals' offense, led by quarterback Kyler Murray, has been dynamic but inconsistent, with Murray's mobility and passing under pressure being key factors. The team's defense, anchored by standout safety Buda Baker, has struggled at times against high-powered offenses, which could pose a challenge against Seattle's balanced attack. Arizona will need to focus on protecting the ball and improving third down efficiency. Their ability to control the tempo and limit mistakes will be critical against a Seattle team known for capitalizing on turnovers. Key players. Kyler Murray, quarterback, a dual-threat leader capable of explosive plays. Buda Baker, safety, a defensive force known for his leadership and playmaking abilities. Injury report. Information on specific injuries was not detailed, but Arizona must monitor player availability as they prepare for this crucial division matchup. And now, let's get into our predictions for Seahawks vs. Cardinals. 1. Moneyline betting strategy. Current odds. Cardinals minus 135. Seahawks plus 114. Analysis. Arizona enters the game as the slight favorite. The Cardinals have a strong offensive core, particularly with Kyler Murray leading the charge. However, the Seahawks have been effective on the road, with Russell Wilson improving each week. This makes the game competitive, but Arizona's home advantage gives them the edge. Strategy: bet on the Cardinals. -135 Arizona is the safer choice, especially given their offensive consistency and home field advantage. Bet on the Seahawks, +114, Seattle could surprise. But this is a riskier bet if their defense fails to contain Arizona's playmakers. Potential payout: Cardinals, -135. A $100 bet would return about $174, including stake. Seahawks, +114. A $100 bet would return $214, including stake. 2. Point spread betting strategy. Spread: Cardinals -1. Analysis: the spread reflects a close game. Arizona's strong offense and defensive play have made them the slight favorites, while the Seahawks have shown the ability to be competitive despite inconsistencies. Strategy: bet on Cardinals to cover. -1 Arizona is expected to win by at least a field goal, making them the safer pick to cover the spread. Seahawks to cover, +1, Seattle could keep it tight, especially if their defense steps up and keeps the game competitive. 3. Over, under, total points. Betting strategy: over, under, 46. Analysis: both teams are capable of scoring, but inconsistency may impact their output. Arizona has an efficient offense, while Seattle may struggle with offensive consistency. The total set at 46 suggests a moderate scoring game. Strategy: bet the over, 46. Both teams have the offensive firepower to push the total over, especially if the game becomes more high-paced. Consider live betting. If either team gains an early lead, betting on the over could offer better value later in the game. 4. Player props betting strategy. Key players: Kyler Murray, quarterback. Murray is expected to be the centerpiece of the offense. His passing yards prop is likely to hit as Arizona will rely on his ability to create plays. DK Metcalf, wide receiver. Metcalf is a significant factor in Seattle's offense. If the game is competitive, he is likely to exceed his receiving yards prop. Strategy: Murray passing yards. Look for Murray to hit his passing yards prop, given Seattle's struggle with dual-threat quarterbacks. Metcalf receiving yards. As the go-to receiver for Seattle, Metcalf should exceed his receiving yards prop if Wilson is targeting him frequently. 5. Game props betting strategy. First team to score. Cardinals are likely to score first due to their strong offensive starting pace, with Kyler Murray expected to lead the charge early. Total sacks. Arizona's pass rush, spearheaded by J.J. Watt, should be able to pressure Russell Wilson and potentially rack up several sacks in this matchup. Strategy: bet on Cardinals to score first. Arizona's ability to jump out to an early lead, with Murray's mobility and offensive efficiency, makes them likely to score first. Take the over on total sacks. Given the pass-rushing talent on both sides of the ball, expect multiple sacks in this game, especially with Seattle's offensive line struggles. 6. First half spread/total betting strategy. First half spread. Cardinals -0.5. First half total. Over 22.5. Analysis: Arizona is likely to establish an early lead, especially with their home field advantage. Both teams are capable of generating offense, which could lead to a relatively high-scoring first half. Strategy: bet on Cardinals to cover first half spread. -0.5 Arizona should be ahead by at least a field goal at halftime. Bet the over on first half total, 22.5. Both teams have enough offensive potential to surpass this total in the first half. 7. Parlay betting strategy. Parlay 1. Cardinals to cover, -1. Over 46 total points. Murray over 225 passing yards. Analysis: Arizona should be able to control the game with Murray leading the charge. This parlay leverages Arizona's offensive efficiency and the expectation of a relatively high-scoring affair. Parlay 2. Seahawks to cover, +1. Over 46 total points. Metcalf over 60 receiving yards. Analysis: Seattle's potential to keep it competitive combined with Metcalf's role as the primary target in their offense makes this parlay worth considering for risk-tolerant bettors. Choose the Cardinals for safer bets, but consider the Seahawks and riskier props for higher payouts in this tightly contested matchup. Moving on, Here's an overview on Buffalo Bills vs. Los Angeles Rams. Buffalo Bills overview. The Buffalo Bills enter Week 14 with a strong 8-4 record, led by Josh Allen, whose dynamic playmaking ability has powered a high-scoring offense. The Bills' offense averages 29.1 points per game, with Allen leading the way with 2,543 passing yards and 18 touchdowns. The running back tandem of James Cook and Allen's mobility make Buffalo a balanced threat. On defense, Buffalo has been strong, allowing 19.5 points per game, with key contributions from Greg Rousseau. The Bills will face a competitive Rams team, with the potential impact of injuries to their defensive line and tight end. Key players. Josh Allen, quarterback, the focal point of the Bills' offense, contributing both in the air and on the ground. Greg Rousseau, defensive end, a key pass rusher for the defense. James Cook, running back, integral to the Bills' running attack. Injury report. Dalton Kincaid, tight end, knee DNP, did not participate. Dwayne Carter, defensive tackle, wrist out. Los Angeles Rams overview. The Los Angeles Rams have been solid this season, with quarterback Matthew Stafford continuing to lead the offense. The Rams' offense is anchored by Stafford's deep passing capabilities, with Cooper Kupp as the primary receiving target. For success in Week 14, the Rams will need to ensure Stafford has protection against Buffalo's defense while continuing to exploit Kupp's matchups. Key players. Matthew Stafford, quarterback, the leader of the Rams' offense, responsible for distributing the ball efficiently. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver, Stafford's top target, a critical playmaker in the passing game. Injury report. Alaric Jackson, offensive line, foot, did not participate, DNP. Let's jump ahead and break down the next set of predictions for Bills vs. Rams. 1. Moneyline betting strategy. Current odds. Bills -120, Rams +100. Analysis. The Buffalo Bills are slight favorites heading into Week 14. Their offense, led by quarterback Josh Allen, has been solid, although they've faced inconsistency. The Los Angeles Rams are a strong team with Matthew Stafford at quarterback, but they have struggled against top-tier opponents. Strategy. Bet on the Bills, -120. The Bills are slightly favored with a better overall balance despite recent challenges. Bet on the Rams, +100 if you're looking for an upset. The Rams offer value, especially if their defense can limit Allen and neutralize Buffalo's offense. Potential payout. Bills, -120, a $100 bet would return $183.33, including the original stake. Rams, +100, a $100 bet would return $200, including the original stake. 2. Point spread betting strategy. Spread, Bills -1. Analysis. Both teams are evenly matched, but the Bills' offense should be able to exploit the Rams' defensive weaknesses. The game is expected to be close, but Buffalo has a slight edge. Strategy. Bet on Bills to cover, -1. Buffalo's offense should help them win by at least a field goal. Rams to cover, +1. The Rams have the ability to keep the game tight, making this a competitive matchup. 3. Over, under, total points. Betting strategy. Over, under, 48. Analysis. Both teams have explosive offensive potential, but they've also been inconsistent in putting up big scores. This suggests a fairly balanced over-under line. Strategy. Bet the under, 48, given both teams' inconsistencies. Betting the under might offer better value. Consider live betting. If the game starts slow, the under might be the safer play. 4. Player props betting strategy. Key players. Josh Allen, quarterback. Allen's performance is crucial, making props related to his passing yards or touchdowns worthwhile. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver. Kupp is the Rams' primary offensive weapon and could exceed his receiving yards prop. Strategy. Allen passing yards. Expect Allen to surpass his passing yards prop, especially with Buffalo's need to establish an early lead. Kupp receiving yards. Kupp remains a major target, and the Rams may rely on him to keep up with Buffalo's offense. 5. Game props betting strategy. First team to score. The Bills' offense is dynamic and should have the upper hand in scoring first. Total sacks. Buffalo's defense, led by Von Miller, could put pressure on Stafford and produce several sacks. Strategy. Bet on Bills to score first. The Bills' offense is expected to set the tone early. Take the over on total sacks. With both teams possessing strong pass rushes, expect multiple sacks. 6. First half spread / total betting strategy. First half spread, Bills minus 0.5. First half total, over 24.5. Analysis. Buffalo should establish a lead in the first half with their potent offense. Strategy. Bet on Bills to cover the first half spread, minus 0.5. Buffalo is expected to lead at halftime. Bet the over on first half total, 24.5. Both teams should score enough to push the first half total above 24.5. 7. Parlay betting strategy. Parlay 1. Bills to cover, minus 1. Over 48 total points. Allen over 250 passing yards. Analysis. A parlay combining the Bills covering the spread, the total going over, and Allen surpassing 250 passing yards is a solid bet. Parlay 2. Bills to score first. Kupp over 70 receiving yards. Bills to win by 1 to 7 points. Analysis. The Bills should score first. Kupp could exceed his receiving yards prop, and Buffalo winning by a close margin is likely. The Buffalo Bills offer safer bets with their balanced offense, but the Rams present value for upset seekers in this closely matched game. Let's shift gears and dive into the next matchup: Chicago Bears versus San Francisco 49ers. Chicago Bears overview. The Chicago Bears enter Week 14 with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams leading the offense. Williams has shown promise, boasting 2,612 passing yards and 14 touchdowns. Despite offensive struggles, the Bears' defense, featuring Jervin Dexter Jr., has been effective, holding opponents to an average of 20 points per game. Chicago's offense will need to capitalize on its passing game, with DJ Moore stepping up as a key target. Key players. Caleb Williams, quarterback, rookie signal caller with 2,612 yards and 14 TDs. DJ Moore, wide receiver, leading receiver with 663 yards. Injury report. Elijah Hicks, defensive back, ankle, did not practice. Ryan Bates, offensive lineman, concussion, did not practice. San Francisco 49ers overview. The San Francisco 49ers have had a strong season with a well-balanced offense and a stout defense. Led by quarterback Brock Purdy, the offense relies on its versatile weapons, including Christian McCaffrey, while Purdy's poise and decision-making keep the offense moving efficiently. On defense, the 49ers are a powerhouse, particularly with standout pass rusher Nick Bosa, who can disrupt any quarterback's rhythm. The 49ers are expected to be a tough challenge for the Chicago Bears in Week 14, with their ability to control both the run game and the passing attack. Key players. Brock Purdy, quarterback, has been efficient and continues to make smart decisions. Nick Bosa, defensive end, dominates the line of scrimmage with his pass rushing ability. Christian McCaffrey, running back, a dual threat in the ground game and passing game, crucial to the offense's success. Injury report. Aaron Banks, offensive lineman, concussion, did not participate in practice. Jordan Elliott, defensive lineman, concussion, did not participate in practice. Time to analyze what we expect from this matchup of Bears versus 49ers. 1. Moneyline betting strategy. Current odds: 49ers minus 300, Bears plus 240. Analysis. The 49ers are heavy favorites in this matchup, thanks to their dominant defense and strong offensive performances. Brock Purdy is expected to continue his steady play, while the 49ers' overall depth should pose a significant challenge for the struggling Bears. Chicago, reeling from a 6-game losing streak and under new interim head coach Thomas Brown, has struggled both offensively and defensively, making them the underdogs here. Strategy. Bet on the 49ers, minus 300. The 49ers' balanced attack and superior team performance make them a safe pick, even at this high price. Bet on the Bears, plus 240 for risk-tolerant bettors. The Bears could have a slim chance if their defense can cause turnovers or disrupt Purdy's rhythm, though this seems unlikely. Potential payout. 49ers, minus 300. A $100 bet on the 49ers would return $133.33, including the original $100 stake. Bears, plus 240. A $100 bet on the Bears would return $340, including the original $100 stake. 2. Point spread betting strategy. Spread, 49ers -7. Analysis. Given the Bears' recent struggles and the 49ers' well-rounded game, it's likely the 49ers will cover the spread. Chicago's offense, with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, has been inconsistent, and their defense hasn't been able to stop top-tier offenses like San Francisco's. Strategy. Bet on 49ers to cover, -7. San Francisco's offensive firepower and Chicago's struggles suggest a comfortable win by more than 7 points. Bet on Bears to cover, +7. Chicago could cover the spread if they get creative on offense and can limit San Francisco's explosive plays, but this would be a stretch. 3. Over, under, total points. Betting strategy. Over, under, 43.5. Analysis. The 49ers offense, led by Purdy and Christian McCaffrey, has been potent all season, and the Bears have shown vulnerability in both defense and offense. While Chicago's offensive issues make a high-scoring game less likely, San Francisco's ability to score quickly could push this game over. Strategy. Bet the over, 43.5, with San Francisco likely to score frequently and Chicago needing to play catch-up. This game could push the total points over 43.5. Consider live betting. If the 49ers take a large lead early, live betting on the over could provide additional value as Chicago is forced to air it out. 4. Player props betting strategy. Key players. Brock Purdy, quarterback. Purdy is expected to maintain his consistency, so props for passing yards or touchdowns should be considered. Christian McCaffrey, running back. McCaffrey should see plenty of touches, and props for rushing yards or touchdowns are worth considering. Caleb Williams, quarterback. As the rookie QB, Williams' passing yards props could be enticing, but his performance may be limited against a tough defense. Fred Warner, linebacker. Warner could exceed his tackles or sacks props, given the pressure on Williams and Chicago's lackluster offensive line. Strategy. Purdy passing yards. Bet on Purdy to exceed his passing yards prop, particularly if Chicago struggles to generate pressure. McCaffrey rushing yards. Expect McCaffrey to hit his rushing yards prop, especially with the Bears' defense unable to stop a top-tier RB. Williams passing yards. Given his rookie status and a challenging matchup, Williams may fall short of his passing yards prop. 5. Game props betting strategy. First team to score. The 49ers are likely to score first due to their high-powered offense and the Bears' inconsistent play, especially early in games. Total sacks. The 49ers pass rush, led by Nick Bosa, is likely to get to Williams multiple times, making the over on total sacks a good bet. Strategy. Bet on 49ers to score first. San Francisco's quick start offense gives them an edge here. Take the over on total sacks. With Bosa and the 49ers defensive line, expect several sacks in this game. 6. First half spread / total betting strategy. First half spread, 49ers -4. First half total, over 21.5. Analysis. The 49ers offense is likely to put up a solid first half score, while Chicago will need to play catch up. This gives the 49ers a good chance to cover the spread by halftime. Strategy. Bet on 49ers to cover the first half spread, -4. Expect San Francisco to build an early lead. Bet the over on first half total, 21.5. Both teams should score enough for the total to go over in the first half, especially if the 49ers score quickly. 7. Parlay betting strategy. Parlay 1. 49ers to cover, -7. Over 43.5 total points. McCaffrey over 75 rushing yards. Analysis. San Francisco should cover the spread with their dominant offense, and the total points over is achievable due to their high-scoring potential. McCaffrey is a key factor, likely surpassing 75 rushing yards against Chicago's defense. Parlay 2. 49ers to score first. Bosa over 0.5 sacks. 49ers to win by 7 to 13 points. Analysis. The 49ers are expected to score first and put pressure on Williams, leading to a sack from Bosa. A 7 to 13 point win margin feels likely given San Francisco's overall control, but Chicago might keep it close. The San Francisco 49ers are the clear favorites with their dominant roster, while the Chicago Bears face an uphill battle, offering value only for high-risk bets. Next up, we have another exciting clash to break down: Los Angeles Chargers versus Kansas City Chiefs. Los Angeles Chargers overview. The Chargers have a potent offense led by quarterback Justin Herbert, who continues to impress with his ability to lead long drives and make big plays. Despite their offensive firepower, the defense has struggled with consistency, which has kept the team from reaching its full potential. The matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 14 will be a crucial test, as the Chargers need to rely on both Herbert's playmaking and improving defensive performance to compete with the Chiefs' high-powered offense. Key players: Justin Herbert, quarterback, the leader of the offense, capable of producing big plays. J.K. Dobbins, running back, a key figure in the backfield, contributing significantly to the running game. Injury report: J.K. Dobbins, running back, knee did not practice. Alohi Gilman, safety, hamstring, did not practice. Kansas City Chiefs overview. The Kansas City Chiefs are positioned at the top of the AFC West and are looking to maintain their strong performance heading into Week 14. Led by MVP candidate Patrick Mahomes, who has thrown for nearly 3,000 yards and 19 touchdowns, the Chiefs' offense remains one of the league's most formidable. Travis Kelce continues to be a top target in the passing game, while the defense, highlighted by Chris Jones and Nick Bolton, has been outstanding, allowing just 19.6 points per game. Kansas City will look to stay dominant in their division with another strong showing against the Chargers. Key players: Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, the Chiefs' dynamic leader with impressive passing numbers. Travis Kelce, tight end, a key target in the Chiefs' offense. Chris Jones, defensive tackle, a dominant force on the defensive line. Injury report: as of now, no significant injuries have been reported, though recent injuries should be checked for updates. On to our predictions for Chargers vs. Chiefs. 1. Moneyline betting strategy. Current odds: Chiefs minus 210, Chargers plus 180. Analysis: the Chiefs are heavy favorites for this matchup. Their offense, led by Patrick Mahomes, has been high-scoring and dynamic throughout the season. The Chargers, though competitive, have struggled at times with consistency, especially in their defense. Kansas City's defense, bolstered by Chris Jones, should be able to contain Los Angeles' offense, especially if J.K. Dobbins remains unavailable. Strategy: bet on the Chiefs, minus 210, given their stronger offense and reliable defense. The Chiefs are expected to win. Bet on the Chargers, plus 180 if you're feeling adventurous. The Chargers could pull off an upset, but they'll need to be efficient on both sides of the ball. Potential payout: Chiefs, minus 210, a $100 bet on the Chiefs would return $148.50, including the original stake. Chargers, plus 180, a $100 bet on the Chargers would return $280, including the original stake. 2. Point spread betting strategy. Spread: Chiefs minus 7. Analysis: Kansas City's offense should outpace the Chargers, who have struggled with consistency. With Mahomes and Kelce leading the charge, the Chiefs should be able to cover the spread. The Chargers might struggle to match up defensively, especially with Dobbins' potential absence. Strategy: bet on Chiefs to cover, minus 7. The Chiefs should win by more than 7 points due to their offensive firepower. Chargers to cover, plus 7. If Los Angeles' offense finds rhythm and their defense can hold steady, they might cover the spread. 3. Over, under, total points. Betting strategy: over, under, 50.5. Analysis: the Chiefs are known for high-scoring games, and with Mahomes at the helm, this one is likely to see significant point totals. While the Chargers have offensive talent, their defense may struggle against Kansas City's firepower. Strategy: bet the over, 50.5. Expect a higher-scoring game with both offenses performing well. Consider live betting. If the game stays close early, betting on the over may yield better value as the game progresses. 4. Player props betting strategy. Key players: Patrick Mahomes, quarterback. Mahomes is expected to hit his passing yards prop, particularly with the Chargers' defense under pressure. Travis Kelce, tight end. Kelce is likely to exceed receiving yards props due to his role as Mahomes' top target. J.K. Dobbins, running back if active. Dobbins could exceed rushing yards props, but his injury status makes it uncertain. Strategy: Mahomes passing yards. Mahomes is expected to throw for 300-plus yards, given the Chargers' defensive struggles. Kelce receiving yards. Bet on Kelce to hit his receiving yards prop, with the Chargers' defense unable to contain him. 5. Game props betting strategy. First team to score. The Chiefs, with their high-powered offense, are likely to score first. Total sacks. Kansas City's defense, led by Chris Jones, should be able to sack Justin Herbert multiple times in this game. Strategy. Bet on Chiefs to score first. Kansas City's offensive consistency gives them the edge to score early. Take the over on total sacks. With a potent pass rush from the Chiefs, expect several sacks during the game. 6. First half spread / total betting strategy. First half spread. Chiefs -3. First half total. Over 24. Analysis. Expect the Chiefs to build a solid lead in the first half, as their offense should dominate. The Chargers might be forced to catch up, making the over more appealing. Strategy. Bet on Chiefs to cover the first half spread. -3. Kansas City should be up by at least a field goal at halftime. Bet the over on first half total, 24. Both teams should score enough for the total to exceed 24 points in the first half. 7. Parlay betting strategy. Parlay 1. Chiefs to cover, -7. Over 50.5 total points. Mahomes over 300 passing yards. Analysis. A parlay on the Chiefs covering the spread, the total going over, and Mahomes surpassing 300 passing yards is a solid bet, given Kansas City's offensive strength. Parlay 2. Chiefs to score first. Chris Jones over 0.5 sacks. Chiefs to win by 7 to 13 points. Analysis. Kansas City is likely to score first. Chris Jones will likely record a sack, and a Chiefs win by a touchdown margin is very probable. The Chiefs are poised for a strong performance, making them the safer bet across moneyline, spread, and prop strategies for this Week 14 matchup. Here's what's in store for the next matchup: Cincinnati Bengals versus Dallas Cowboys. Cincinnati Bengals overview. The Bengals continue to rely on their potent offense led by Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase, with Burrow passing for over 3,000 yards and 27 touchdowns this season. Despite defensive struggles, highlighted by giving up 26.9 points per game, their defense remains competitive with playmakers like Logan Wilson and Trey Hendrickson. Cincinnati's strength lies in their ability to outscore opponents, but they'll need to tighten up defensively to remain successful. Key players. Joe Burrow, quarterback, leading the charge with over 3,000 passing yards. Ja'Marr Chase, wide receiver, a top target in Burrow's passing attack. Logan Wilson, linebacker, defensive leader, instrumental in stopping the run. Trey Hendrickson, defensive end, a key factor in the Bengals' pass rush. Injury report. Orlando Brown Jr., offensive tackle, knee/fibula questionable. Dallas Cowboys overview. The Cowboys' defense remains their strength, featuring star players like Micah Parsons. However, quarterback Dak Prescott and the offense have faced challenges with consistency, leading to some struggles in key games. The Cowboys will need to find their offensive rhythm in Week 14 to match their defensive prowess and secure a crucial win. Key players. Micah Parsons, linebacker, the standout defensive player for Dallas. Dak Prescott, quarterback, the leader of the Cowboys' offense, looking to improve consistency. Injury report. Jake Ferguson, tight end, concussion, did not participate. Zach Martin, guard, ankle/shoulder, did not participate. Let's dive into our last prediction for Week 14 matchup: Bengals versus Cowboys. ### betting strategy for Bengals versus Cowboys, Week 14, December 2024. 1. Moneyline betting strategy. Current odds: Bengals -245, Cowboys +200. Analysis. The Bengals enter this matchup as significant favorites with their potent offense led by Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase. While the Cowboys' defense, especially Micah Parsons, can disrupt quarterbacks, the Bengals' offensive firepower gives them the edge. Dallas will need to overcome Burrow's quick release and the Bengals' ability to score in bunches. Strategy. Bet on the Bengals, -245. Cincinnati is the safer option given their stronger overall offense and defense. Their ability to execute efficiently on both sides of the ball should lead to a win. Bet on the Cowboys, +200 if you're feeling risk-tolerant. A bet on Dallas could yield a solid return if their defense forces turnovers and disrupts Burrow's game plan. Potential payout. Bengals, -245. A $100 bet on the Bengals would return $140.82, including the original $100 stake. Cowboys, plus 200, a $100 bet on the Cowboys would return $300, including the original $100 stake. 2. Point spread betting strategy. Spread. Bengals minus 6.5. Analysis. With the Bengals favored by a touchdown, they have the edge offensively. Burrow has been playing at a high level, and while the Cowboys' defense is strong, especially with Parsons, the Bengals' offense is expected to break through. Dallas has struggled with consistency on offense, which makes the spread a bit more challenging for them. Strategy. Bet on the Bengals to cover, minus 6.5, given Cincinnati's offensive capabilities, they should cover the spread, provided Burrow and Chase remain on top of their game. Bet on the Cowboys to cover, plus 6.5, if Dallas can put pressure on Burrow and keep the game close, they could cover the spread. Their defense will be crucial to this. 3. Over, under, total points. Betting strategy. Over, under, 45.5. Analysis. With the Bengals' explosive offense and Dallas' balanced approach, this game could go either way. While the Cowboys will likely lean on defense, Burrow and the Bengals can score quickly, potentially pushing this total higher. Expect a moderate scoring game, with both teams making plays in the air and on the ground. Strategy. Bet the over, 45.5. The Bengals' offense should generate enough points to push this game toward the over, especially if they force the Cowboys to pass more. Consider live betting. If either team falls behind and starts playing catch-up, betting on the over could provide value as the game progresses. 4. Player props betting strategy. Key players. Joe Burrow, quarterback. Burrow's passing yards prop is a good bet, considering the Cowboys' defense will be focused on limiting him. Micah Parsons, linebacker. Parsons could hit his sack prop, especially if he's able to disrupt Burrow in the pocket. Dak Prescott, quarterback. Prescott's passing yards could be a good bet if the Cowboys are forced to play catch-up. Ja'Marr Chase, wide receiver. Chase is expected to exceed his receiving yards prop due to his connection with Burrow. Strategy. Burrow passing yards. Bet on Burrow to go over his passing yards prop, especially if the Cowboys' pass rush doesn't get home consistently. Prescott passing yards. Bet on Prescott if you expect the Cowboys to be playing from behind and airing it out. Parsons over 0.5 sacks. Parsons is likely to have at least one sack in this game given the Bengals' offensive line struggles. 5. Game props betting strategy. First team to score. The Bengals are likely to score first, given their explosive offense and Burrow's quick strike ability. Total sacks. Both teams have solid pass rushes, so expect a handful of sacks in this game. Strategy. Bet on Bengals to score first. With Burrow's fast-paced offense, Cincinnati is likely to get on the board early. Take the over on total sacks. Both Parsons and the Bengals' pass rush should cause issues for both quarterbacks. 6. First half spread / total betting strategy. First half spread. Bengals minus 3.5. First half total. Over 21.5. Analysis. The Bengals should establish an early lead with their fast-paced offense. Dallas will need to play catch-up, and while their defense is strong, Burrow's efficiency could still put points on the board in the first half. Strategy. Bet on the Bengals to cover the first half spread, minus 3.5. Expect Cincinnati to lead by at least a field goal at halftime. Bet the over on first half total, 21.5. Both teams should score enough early to push the total over in the first half. 7. Parlay betting strategy. Parlay 1. Bengals to cover, minus 6.5. Over 45.5 total points. Joe Burrow over 250 passing yards. Analysis. This parlay covers the Bengals covering the spread, the total going over, and Burrow surpassing 250 passing yards in a likely high-paced game. Parlay 2. Cowboys to score first. Micah Parsons over 0.5 sacks. Bengals to win by 7 to 13 points. Analysis. Dallas could surprise with a quick start, but the Bengals' offense should ultimately win by a touchdown margin, with Parsons making his mark on the game. Focus your betting strategy on the Bengals' offensive strength, Burrow's efficiency, and potential defensive plays from Parsons, while considering value bets on spreads, props, and calculated parlays. That's a wrap for this video. If you haven't already watched part 1, make sure to check it out for more insights and strategies. If you found this video helpful or informative, Please give it a like and share it with your football friends and groups. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive these videos ahead of time, so you can plan and strategize your bets with confidence. This not only helps us expand our outreach but also supports us in funding better resources for future content. Stay tuned. We'll soon be posting videos on the best betting sites, top crypto betting platforms, must-have betting tools, and best betting groups as we gear up for the Super Bowl. See you in the next video.